Met the girlfriend's parents recently. Now that was a big deal. That was exciting. Sure, of course. Of course, I can applaud that. That was my sister. But you can applaud that all you want. Absolutely, go for it. I loved it. It was great. I love meeting parents. I'm great at meeting parents. I'd love to meet all your parents. You know, if we ever look at it, it would be fun. I always feel like meeting somebody's parents, you know, it's like getting a behind-the-scenes tour of a factory. That's how I feel about it, you know. It's like, I know you have trauma. Let's see how they made it. You know, that's fun. I think that's cool. It's pretty fun. We've been together for a little bit. We're always trying to find new shows to watch. That's what dating is, I think. You find a cooking show you both like, and you'll watch it till you're dead. I think is how, which is great. That's fun. I think that's fun. She tried to get me to watch a show, Master Chef Junior. Any big Master Chef Junior fans? I'm going to talk about it for a long time. So strap in. I'll tell you about it if you don't know. I'll let you know. So Master Chef is a cooking show with fancy chefs making all these fancy dishes. You know, Master Chef Junior is the same thing, but for kids. It's a bunch of 8 to 12-year-olds making high-end, fine dining dishes. I've never hated anything more in my entire life than this show. They should not call this show Master Chef Junior. They should call it Master Chef Kids with Better Childhoods Than You. I can't believe it. No kid, no struggle, and had a flambe shit. That's not how that works. I couldn't even get through the intros. It made me too mad. Just like a little boy prince. 10-year-old in like a vest and a bowler hat. It was just like, hey, my name's Tathan. And my favorite dish is coco van. Fuck you, Tathan. I don't know what coco van is. I hope to die not knowing what coco van is. I could never connect to that. I could connect with Master Chef Child of Divorce. That I could bond with, you know, if it was just like, hey, I'm Jimmy, and my mom's hanging out with her friend Ron tonight. So I'm gonna make my favorite dish, PB&J with saltines. And no J. Alright. We'll try a couple of things. This is going well enough. And then we'll do a couple. We'll do these, see how these go. Okay. I live with the girlfriend. We live in Park Slope, Brooklyn. I don't know if you know your Brooklyn neighborhoods, but it's a nicer area. It's a little suburby. It's a lot of families and strollers and coffee shops. It's very nice. I feel like I'm dying every day. Every single day. It's not all bad. You know. I saw John Turturro drinking a green juice one day. That was cool. Get to tell people that. That feels good. You know? But it's not, so I'm not a suburb. I've always lived in like cool, I'm not cool, but I lived in like cool parts of Brooklyn. I lived in LA on the east side. You know, these are cool places. It made me feel cooler for being there. You know, like I would just be like laying in bed at night, knowing that like somewhere around me, somebody was like hosting an art show or eating ass. You know, it felt good. You know? I got it. I have the joke. Don't worry. I have the joke. But I'm not a suburb guy. I just feel like the suburbs, they're just for like people with families and scared whites, you know? And I'm not a scared white. I'm an anxious white. It's very different, you know? Like, for example, a scared white might cross the street because they see a black person. Where an anxious white might cross the street because they see an acquaintance. You know, it's very... That guy's a friend of a friend, I gotta get out of here! We'll do 1.5 things. Me and the girlfriend, I'm talking about her too much, I guess, but we have a lot in common. That's important with love. You can have things in common, right? Like, here's the biggest one is kids. We both agree on kids, and the agreement is no thank you, which is a good thing to agree on. I think it ends with us, We shout every night before bed. I don't know. I've just never really wanted kids. I had parents. Don't need to do that. Don't need to do that to people. It's too nice. Why I'm here. But I also, I don't know, it's just I just feel like, not to whatever, but with climate change and resources and I just feel like that's how I contribute to the future, is by not adding to it. That's my gift, And also I know my genetics, I know my family history. No kid of mine is going to be the hero the future needs, It's unless the shit goes down and somebody's like, oh, quick, we gotta find that kid who's wearing a t-shirt in the pool. That's not gonna happen. I live with the girlfriend, like I said, which is great, going well. I've had a lot of roommates in the past, very few of them have let me see them naked, so it's a good upgrade. And a half. I've had a lot of Craigslist roommates. Ooh. Immediate judgment. It's good. If you've never done it, I recommend. It's Craigslist roommates are great, especially if being scared makes you horny. Oh my God, you can't get enough. That's the whole problem. You just don't know what you're going to get. It's a real freaks only kind of situation, I think, the Craigslist. Here's one. Okay, here's an example. So one time, I had this roommate, and we had only known each other for a couple weeks, and I was making eggs in the kitchen, and we were just chit-chatting. And out of nowhere, he told me that a while back, he had a fivesome. He brought it up. I don't remember what we were talking about. I don't think it was fivesomes. But he brought it up. He said it very casually, like we were going to bond over it. I was going to be oh yeah, fivesomes, sure. The apple pie of intercourse, I understand. Last week I was in a threesome. I was what are we, in junior high? What? I've never had a fivesome, not to spoiler. Not an orgy. I don't have money for all the thank you cards. I have to afterwards. I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know why you would want to have a fivesome. That's just me. Is it just in case you go to heaven and you need a good story to tell Prince? I don't understand. But then he told me more about it. You ever have somebody tell you a story and it starts great and then they just keep going and it's not so much that as it goes? So this was it. It was him and 4 ladies. Fair enough. God bless. Whatever. They had sex for 8 hours. They took breaks. Don't worry. They took breaks. Kind bars, vitamin water, shit like that. Him, 4 ladies, 8 hours, and nobody came. Call me crazy. That's my favorite part. What do I like about it? I like the coming. That's what I'm into. And by the way, that's not a brag. I can make a woman not come for 8 hours. It's not a big deal. I've done it a lot. Right now, I'm pretty sure nobody's coming. Feel free to let me know if you are, but it was you? 4 people, 8 hours, nobody came. Was it a fivesome or did you just go to your job? You know? Like, are you a sex god or just like a confused Staples employee? He's just like, I love sex, I just hate all that restocking shelves. I also don't know what that means, but I said it a lot. Hey, this was a lot of fun. I'm Dixon.
One more time for Zach Sims. And that goes to everybody who's singing tonight. Johanna Madranga. We have Nico Perez, Josh Watts.